Okay, you're recording?
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna act like I'm like walking in, and I'm gonna be like asking you questions about like your MTV crib, alright?
Yeah, this is...
I love
The interior is still under some renovation. Here I'm gonna put a painting.
I love the barrels.
Along on with this wall. Thank you.
I love the barrels.
Oak, it's mostly oak wood.
It's mostly, what are the wall trims made of?
Well, the walls are primarily made of, you know, stripped birch, you know?
Oh, of course, of course. You're in your bathroom here.
My kitchen. My kitchen.
Your floor. Your floor. What was your inspiration for your floor?
It's, you know, it's Italian. You ever heard of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Of course. Which one?
Right, the first one. The first one. Fred Faz.
What was your favorite event in that?
I really liked when he went.
Show me some cool stuff.
In the pantry there. That's about it in the pantry. There's nothing else in the pantry. It's so crazy if I just locked you in there and then.
It would have been. It would have been. What were you inspired by when you made it?
It's Italian.
What part of Italy were you inspired by when you made this one? This little overhang here. It's very modern. It's very modern and pretty.
Housewarming gift.
Of course. For this hallway here with all these beautiful, beautiful shelves and decoration.
It's Italian.
What part of Italy were you most inspired by?
Veneria.
I heard they have a lot of D-class settlers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they do. You change dialects there. There's my dog.
This is your dog.
That's my dog. It's Italian.
What part of Italy was where was it bred? And what were his parents?
Mom was a Mastiff Terrier, and the dad is a crackhead outside of 7-Eleven.
What did you name your dog?
His name is Alfonso.
What from your deepest depths of your heart? Where did you get that name from?
Really Italian. And
what part of Italy?
Get out of my room.
And what about this archway?
Actually,
what spaceship does this remind you of?
The X-wing.
The
X-wing from Star Wars.
The X-wings from Star Wars. You're right. And what part of the world does that remind you of?
Actually, Dutch.
Dutch, and what province of Dutch does that remind you of on the 3rd Street?
The one. Yes, very Venerian.
It's something that your great-grandfather did, that we all know of.
That he's very famous for. Well, so...
Store, mostly. What things are you often storing the most of?
You know, you wouldn't believe it. It's mostly Italian. Most area of the world should have the most attics? That's a great question. I would say probably Italy, because this is where the slaves go, of course. Stuff in here to make the most miserable.
Exactly, and when you
That's okay. You started swimming midair. That's
beautiful backyard. It may remind you of summer slopes of California and Los Angeles, but when you made this, what truly were you going for?
Pizzas. Well, it was actually some may say Pizza Hut, but I really took more from Papa John's. Basically
better ingredients.
Basically, literally
better ingredients.
Every aspect, yeah.
Better ingredients.
Better ingredients.
Better.
They're just better.
Better ingredients. Better what?
Better ingredients.
What's their slogan?
It's boobs. You know, it just I
Boobies.
love modest C. You know.
A modest C nature within their boobies, as in they express their informalities and their imperfections with their boobies not being perfect and symmetrical. Is that why you made some cuts and holes into their divots of their boobies?
No rack is the same, and I just like to appreciate that, you know.
We have one thing we need to show. Beautiful bunker.
Right.
Your beautiful bunker is over here.
So why are you talking like that now? That's so odd.
When you made this bunker, when you made the bunker. When you were gifted it, provenance of ukulele, what was your biggest inspiration for accepting it?
My biggest inspiration was to get him to shut the fuck up.
Yes, and I can see that you did some renovations.
Yeah, just a little bit. I kind of like the more open area.
Yes, and when you got the bunker,
crib.
Yeah, that you created shit.
Shut the fuck up. You're not. Good job.
And when we thank you all for the
Shit!